They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Trojans will put total leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone, it's Westbrook. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So the Washington State Cougars offense will get the first possession of the game. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your...
Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Floats it out in space. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking downfield, it's Potter. Quarterback just flat and missed it. Incomplete. Guys, let's take a minute and talk a little Washington State. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. Three-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
He'll field the punt and take it back. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So the USC Trojans offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And we've said many times that tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that being there as a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time you looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against them and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to...
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. From the gun. Give on the inside. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Snagged in the middle, it's Freeman. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now on the move. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Trying to bull his way in. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Washington State. setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Texas Tech endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Lubbock, and the Red Raiders came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Mayava. He fires to the left side. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Wazoo eager to pay off this red zone trip. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Big 1st down sack for the defense, brings up 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab over the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, running back on the move. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Dropping back, it's Potter. Catch in the middle, it's Freeman. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Freeman.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Freeman. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Freeman. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll pull it on the read. Looks as if that'll be enough to give Washington State a 1st down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around. Hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guy.
Touchdown, Wazoo! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Washington State, 17.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Scanning the field. It's Mayava. He uncorks one deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time for one final play in this half. 2nd down. They'll go to the air. He's going for the big play. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs grabs a football, and there he goes. He's loose down the left side. He's at the touchdown, Washington State. The defense. Points on the board. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Nice move to keep running. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
How about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Caught behind the line. It's Jordan. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Makes the grab. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the big fella. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. Run in the red zone, it's Jordan. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Jordan. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Works the middle of the field. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Lets it go to the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got his man on the right. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. 4th down is coming. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. He gets a block, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Finds his man. It's Jordan. And the Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides to back and leaves it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Trojans racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Turning it on. Ball down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Throwing right. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Trojans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. So they're on the 1-yard line. The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Maybe you just try to drive it in on the ground this time. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, USC! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You've got to get it back.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking for a man, it's Potter. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got it. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Lane.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't.
There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Snapped it in the shotgun. Rushes on him. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans! He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make he look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Iowa State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Ames. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. It's a safety, and they take the lead. You don't see that very often.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. The offense will have a chance to get the go-ahead score here in the 4th. The give from the gun. Brings it to the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. On the ground, it's Hunt. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
To throw, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Score is deadlocked, and we're running out of time.
Here we go.
They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know a field goal can tie the game right now. You have to at least give yourself a chance to do that. So I don't mind maybe taking some shots, but every time you drop back, you're risking taking a sack. You've got to dial up plays right now, I think, that are high percentage throws. You've got to run the football to at least give yourself an opportunity to push this game into OT.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, USC.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit.
On the field goal.
Nerves of steel. Right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, throwing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you can see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.